Hello, guys. I want to talk just a little bit about our class. First of all, I'm super, super excited that you guys have chosen to be in the school counseling program, or if you're from a sister program, I'm super excited you've chosen this course to take as your elective. So I want to get started talking about the course. To get to this point, you've already figured that out, or you wouldn't be able to view this video. So, but just in case, you can just type in canvas.se.edu and it will automatically bring you to Canvas, to our Canvas. And then you should have a course that looks much like this on your dashboard. And over here are things that are to do, and that will be there all the time. And it'll have coming up things and recent feedback and view grades. But we don't want to try to attend our courses from this front page, even though this front page is very handy. So once you click on your course, it will bring you to the home page. And from the home page, that's where you probably found this video. If not, there will be one right here on the home page. The home page gives you the course description and just a little bit of information. And then I want to run through these buttons really quick, and then I want to talk a little bit about the layout. So announcements are very important. We have lots of announcements in this class because it is online. And so we want to make sure that you guys don't ever feel like you're right out there by yourself and nobody is there to support you along the way. So we do post announcements very frequently. You can set your account up so that those announcements automatically go to your email address. And I strongly encourage you to do that. And if you need help with that, you can get help by reaching out to CIDT. And I'll tell you how to do that in just a minute. But if for whatever reason you want to look at older announcements, this is where you can go to do that. This syllabus link takes you to our course syllabus, and you can see that that is right here, and you can read that. Now, if you want to or need to get yourself a printed copy of the syllabus, if you click right here, it gives you alternative formats. And if you choose PDF from that, then you can save this syllabus as a PDF. So I do recommend that you also read it online, because down here, there is some information where the university puts this stuff in this box. And I'm not sure that all of that information, you can see it's a scrolly box. So I'm not sure that all of that would show up if you printed it as a PDF. Does that make sense to everybody? Then the modules, these are your course modules, and they are so important, and we're going to come back to them in just a minute. But I want to go on past that. The next is grades, and that would be where you would find your grades. Let's don't go to the grades right now. That would be where you would find your grades. And then you can go to your Southeastern email from here. And your Southeastern email is how we will email you. Now, any official correspondence from the university will come to your Southeastern email. We may also send you messages within Canvas, but important things like financial aid, enrollment, all of those kinds of things are going to come to your Southeastern email. So do be sure and check that Southeastern email when you log into Canvas, or you can have that forwarded to your phone, however you want to do that. But you need to be checking your Southeastern email very often, preferably daily. This is our library, and you will be using that, the online databases. You will be using those a lot in all of the courses in the program. Tech support is an important thing that I want to talk to you about. Tech support, when you click on that button, you get two different icons. The first one is CIDT, and CIDT is the one that you will use most of the time. So CIDT can help you with all things Canvas. And the nice part is that you can ask me a question about Canvas, and I'm glad to try to help you, but I can't see your screen or what your computer is showing. With CIDT, they're able to actually a lot of times see exactly what you're seeing, and that can be very helpful in helping you resolve issues. IT, I told you I would tell you how to get your Southeastern email forwarded to your phone. And if you do not know how to do that, they are very helpful in allowing students to um, email them and get information on how to forward that. The other thing here is the library has a support live chat where you can actually talk to librarians and get information. So this is a very helpful page. It gives a lot of information on how to contact these people. Besides these chat buttons, the chat buttons are ideal unless, of course, you can't get into Canvas, and then you're going to need to contact them a different way. Tutor.com, we will learn and talk a lot more about tutor.com. But basically, tutor.com is a free online tutoring service. And especially when you're just getting started in the program, we do recommend that you submit your papers and allow a tutor to go over those with you. So there is help and support and tutoring that's available to you. Let me go back to the modules because this is what I really wanted to talk to you about. So you have a Start Here module, and I recommend that you try to read all of the material that is included in the Start Here module before the week 1 of this course gets started. It has some really important information. It has the professor's contact information. It doesn't have it here right now because I don't know who it is. But right below that will be the coach's contact information. And I recommend that you always contact the coach as well as the professor because coaches will respond within 24 hours because professors also have additional duties. We may not be quite as prompt in responding as um, the coach would be. So this is your weekly module for week 1. And I want to spend just a little bit of time going over this with you because it is laid out in what I hope you will find to be a very simple format. In this course, we actually talk about 3 different things. I provide you with some course and program information. I provide you with information on roles of the counselor and information about ethical behavior for counselors. So those are the 3 primary topics. So in each of your weekly modules, you have a heading set up. Now, this is just a heading. You don't actually do anything with this that says course and program information. Yours is going to look slightly different, but I can't access it in Student View right now because it's not during the semester. So you won't have these buttons over here, but you will have this. And it will say course and program information. And then under course and program information, you're going to have a read, a watch, and a do. And not every week will there be things for all of these, but if not, I'll show you what I'll do to make that easy for you. So you see that in week 1, we have quite a bit of information about course and program information because it's the first week. And I do have a link here. So your Zoom recording will show up just like this under watch for when we have our class meeting. It obviously won't show up until after the class meeting. I just left the old one there so you could see what that would look like. And then a do. So under do for course and program information, you have 2 different assignments. So your assignments, assessments, learning activities, those types of things that you get grades on will be under the do. And then directly below the program and course information's do, you have role of a counselor, which is our second topic every week. And then you will have read. And you can see that this is actually a page, as is this. And so you'll want to click on those and open those up. So you can see these subheadings, read, watch, and do. When you hover over them, you don't get a link to be able to open those up. So you have read, again, you have watch, and you have a couple of short videos there, and then you have do. And so each of these do have a due date on them. The discussion boards are one of those things that's a little bit interesting because you will see in this due, let me get back down there, that it's due, that's a lot of, that it's DUE. This shows January the 19th. But when you click on this, it will tell you that your discussion board posts are always, the original post is always due on Friday. And then the responses are due on Sunday. So that's one of those things that you're just going to want to put yourself a note in your calendar so that you remember that. Then ethics is our third topic every week. And again, we have a read, watch, and do. And you only have one assignment under do, you only have one video under watch, and you only have one item under read. But again, if it's something that you're supposed to open, it will have, when you hover over it with your mouse, it'll have a link. And that's how you can tell these are just headings rather than actual something you need to do. Week 2, you see it has the very same format. It has the date, then it has course and program information, read, watch, do. And then we have role of the school counselor, read, watch, and do. So all of the reading for your very best optimal experience in this class, you want to complete all of your reading and everything that you're supposed to watch by midweek if possible. And then that gives you plenty of time to complete your assignments. So most of the time you will only have one discussion board. Week 1 is the exception to that. You have a discussion board to introduce yourself, and then you have another discussion board that is your regular weekly discussion board. The rest of the time you will only have generally one discussion board. But every time you have a discussion board, that original post is due on Friday, even though the due date you will see will always be for Sunday. We can only put in one due date, and that's why that is set up that way. I'm not going to go through every module, but I do want to encourage you to always work through your course this way. There will be an option for you to mark done what you've completed each week, and that will help you track so that when you are working on it one day and you have to go back to do other tasks in your real world, that you can come back and find where you were at. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, absolutely don't hesitate to reach out to me by email or by phone. I'm here for you. I will see you guys at our first meeting.